The real God can't be seen, can't be noticed, can't be figured out. And he certainly can't be figured out to the extent that he can have a bunch of rules drawn up that explain who he is, so that a bunch of other animals can follow it, and then I will favor that group. I mean, it's the same thing that they did a long time ago with these little figurines that they carved. It's the same exact thing. Am I that stupid that I would favor a group that is that stupid and assumes that I must be so simple and stupid and one-sided that I would favor a group like that? That would exist by their own agreement and by the power of the numbers of people they got to agree with them? That's the way that the animals work. It's not the way I work. I've never worked that way. I've always been with the impossible, like Noah. And all the world was a certain way and agreed. I was with one guy when all the world was a certain way and agreed that they were good. I was with one guy, Abraham. When all the world thought that they were good and agreed that they were good, I was with one guy, my son. And the world rejected him. The world hated him. They hated him because he didn't tell them what they wanted to hear. He didn't agree with them. That's what they wanted. That's what they love. That's what they accept. That's what they want to accept. They've already decided that. They already decided what kind of Messiah they wanted, and he wasn't that kind of Messiah, so they rejected him, of course. It's the same way all the time. If he came back right now, they'd reject him too. The very ones who said, we worship Jesus. Oh, Jesus, 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 Jesus. Oh, we love Jesus. If he came back now, they would hate him. They already do hate him. They love their version. The same with the Christadelphians. The same with the Mormons and the Jehovah's Witnesses. They love their version. If you agree with their version, you can be part of their pack of animals. It's really simple. It's quite observable about how the human animals work. And it's quite apparent if you're willing to actually look and not settle for the bowl full of shit that anyone and everyone is offering you around every corner. Whether it's religious or not religious. What they're offering you is the chance to agree with them. And if you do, then they like you. If you don't, you're out of here. If you want to come back and conform, we'll take you back. Of course. But not if you're going to be against us. Not if you're going to say things we don't want to hear. Why should we? Exactly. They won't. They never will. Because you don't make them feel comfortable. Because you don't give them the agreement that they want, they need, they crave, they demand. You give them. If you don't, then you're out. That's the consequences. And that's why it's a demand, and it's the command. It's imperative. It's conditional. Of course. They always act the same way, God said. They're acting the same way now as when they acted in Noah's day. And I am different than that. I'm against that. And I want you to be against that also. I don't want you to be like them. I don't want you to mix with them. I want you to be separate. I want you to be holy. Because I'm holy. I want you to be like me. Against the humans. And the basic drive that makes them what they are. I want you to realize that and see that. And I want you to do these things instead of all the things they do because of what's living in them. That very fluid and living drive. That voice of instinct. That nature. It does what it wants. It promotes itself. Always persevering. Always surviving. All the time. Be different. See what you are because you're one of them. See what they are because of what they do. Observe. Wake up. Look and see. Don't just take what they offer. Don't agree with them. Don't just agree with them and be part of their group. Agree with me and be part of my group. Be part of my purpose. Be part of my metaphor of what I am creating in the secret places, in the hidden places. Be part of those who want to agree with me, want to find me. Want to be willing to give up their right to be this self-serving, self-promoting, persevering, surviving animal like all the rest, who really don't matter. They don't matter really any more than any of the animals living and dying. They go in the ground, into the dirt, into Sheol, into hell. And they are no more. They rot, become part of the landscape, the fabric of creation. It just keeps going on and on and on. There's nothing particular about them. There's nothing very special about them. They're organic. They become a different type of organic material. That's all. Nothing that great about them. There's nothing that great about them when they are alive and walking around the earth, contrary to what they think. Nothing very special about them. Even though they're complex and they're wonderful and they're incredible, each one is a miraculous formation of biological functions, functionality. Even that is incredible, how everything works, how I made them, each of them. But they don't really get that. Because what they really devolve into is the same thing as they always do. The miracle sort of becomes commonplace because they're commonplace. They don't really want to find the one who created this incredible machine. It could never be duplicated in a million years with their know-how, their technology. They just want to do what they always do. Establish their Yeah. Just do what they're told to do. Do what that voice tells them to do. And that's what they do. They obey it. And assume that it means something.